Salvation of the world depends on me. God's gentle voice is calling from the known, from heaven, from peace, from completion and joy to the unknowing, to the part of your mind that still believes that you need to do something to be who you are, that you need to change something about yourself in order to know that you are perfect and free and whole even now, in this very moment. He would comfort you, God would comfort you, although He knows no sorrow. To recover your mind, restore it to its natural state, although He only knows completion. He knows you as you are, having everything and lacking nothing. Feel this surety now that you are the Son He loves, and that on your part the rest of salvation waits, because salvation of the world depends on me, depends on you. Salvation of the world depends on me. This says that your Father still remembers you and offers you the perfect trust He holds in you who are His Son. You are His completion, His love, His extension, forever giving, forever whole, forever lacking nothing. The salvation of the world does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are in truth. What could humility request but this? And what could arrogance deny but this? Today we will not shrink from our assignment on the specious grounds that modesty is outraged. Do not avoid your task with the excuse that it offends your sense of modesty, that you are small, lacking, implying that you are misleading yourself into something that isn't true. You are the Holy Son of God. You are strength. You are power. You are completion. You have everything within you now. This is not modesty. This is truth. Salvation of the world depends on me, and God's calling you to this mighty purpose, which you have all the power, all the help, and all the support that you need to complete your function. Salvation of the world depends on me. You would no longer fight your function. You did not establish it. It is not your idea. The means are given you by which it will be perfectly accomplished. Accept your part as you have been asked in genuine humility, and not deny in arrogance that you are worthy of this function. What it is given you to do, you have the strength to do. And our minds are suited perfectly to take the part assigned to us by one who knows us well. Salvation of the world depends on me. Feel the strength and power you have now to complete your role. He does not send you out alone. He sends mighty companions with you, all the angels, all the non-physical support, and even physical support will come when you accept your part. Salvation of the world depends on me. Accept the support. Take your rightful function. You can save the world. You who are deemed worthy by the source of life itself, do not judge your value to it, to this plan, to yourself and to your world. The judgment is given by God, and your value is greater than anything that you ever made in this world. It's as great as your brother's value, as one being, one light, one wholeness, one peace, one joy. This makes an image of yourself that is not real, and it is this image which quails and retreats in terror as the voice for God assures you that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the holiness to go beyond all images. You are not weak, as is the image of yourself. You are not ignorant and helpless. Sin cannot tarnish the truth in you, and misery cannot touch your home, which is God's, with you. Everlasting love, life, peace, joy, happiness. Salvation of the world depends on me. As he speaks to you and relates this message to you, the image of yourself trembles and seeks to attack the threat it does not know, sensing its basis crumble. Let it go. Salvation of the world depends on you and not upon this little pile of dust, this body, this feeling of anxiety, the need to do something, to be something that is separate from your source. These messages tell you nothing of truth, and you need not be concerned about them at all. And so we find our peace as we accept the function God has given us, and all illusions resting upon the belief that we make another will for ourselves, another function, different from knowing ourselves as we are. Think about these self-made roles that are shifting, that seem to change so frequently, from mourner to bliss, to love to unhappiness, laughter to weeping. We would no longer accept this shifting, and instead take up our happy function. Think, feel, immerse yourself in the being of your happy function as light of the world, as the bringer of peace, of the bringer of joy, the bringer of happiness to a sad and depressing world. Salvation of the world depends on me. Think about your choice to be the Son of God, changeless and whole in your creation as a being of light, eternal light. All the images you have made can have no effect upon your reality. They blow across your mind like windswept leaves that form a patterning an instant, break apart to group again and scamper off, or like the mirages seen above a desert rising from the dust. These unsubstantial images will go and leave your mind unclouded and serene when you accept the function given you. The images you make give rise to but conflicting goals, impermanent and vague, uncertain and ambiguous. Direct your mind and all your efforts and energies towards concentrating your drive towards the goals of God, the goal of God. All the functions of the world are so uncertain that they change 10 times an hour at their most secure. It's your faith in the love of God and in your real function. The salvation of the world depends on you. Salvation of the world depends on me. Certain as the sun's return in the morning to dispel the night, your truly given function stands out clear and wholly unambiguous. No doubt of its validity. It comes from one who knows no error, and his voice is certain of its messages. They will not change nor be in conflict. All of them point to one goal, and one you can attain. Your plan may be impossible, but God's can never fail because He is its source. Would you feel this source now, backing you for your only real, true function? Salvation of the world depends on you. Do as His voice directs, and if it asks a thing of you that seems impossible, remember, who is it that asks, and who would make denial? Then consider this, which is more likely to be right, the voice that speaks for the Creator of all things, who knows all things exactly as they are, or a distorted image of yourself, confused, bewildered, inconsistent, and unsure, everything. Let not its voice direct you. Hear instead a certain voice which tells you of a function given you by your Creator, who remembers you and urges you now to remember Him. Salvation of the world depends on me. Forgiveness is your function as Redeemer of the world. This is the earthly form of love, which as it is in heaven has no form. Yet what is needed here is given here as it is needed. This form of forgiveness is your function here, not in heaven, but on earth, to restore you to your natural state with everyone. Salvation of the world depends on you who can forgive. Such is your function here. Forgive the world and go home. Salvation of the world depends on me.